Hello and welcome to the July 2024 Vancouver Police Department video update. I'm Kim Kapp. On June 24th, the second class of police officer recruits started at the Southwest Washington Criminal Justice Training Academy, and joining me today is VPD Sergeant and CJTC TAC Officer Carole Boswell to talk more about the training these future police officers are receiving. So welcome, Carole.
Thank you.
What does TAC stand for?
Teaching, advising, and coaching.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time, and first of all, let's start off by talking about how many recruits are in the class and how many agencies do they represent?
We have 32 students in this class, which seems to be the number we're going to be sticking with in the future, and 11 agencies represented.
And how many of those recruits are from the Vancouver Police Department?
7.
Great. And how many recruits are local to the area as far as Southwest Washington or Vancouver?
30 of the recruits.
So now that we have a local academy, what advantages are you seeing from having the opportunity for people in the local area to join law enforcement and be trained right here in town?
I think it's a great recruiting point that they don't have to drive away for 19 weeks back and forth to the academy in Burien. And it's easier for them to take care of their family, to go home at night. With the exception of the 2 that are in the hotel, everybody has the ability to leave here at night, go to their families, do their studying in a comfortable place, deal with any business they need to deal with. I think it's much more convenient.
Great. Now, VPD is one of the agencies participating in the 30 by 30 initiative, which is that 30% of recruits are women.
Yes.
And so in this particular class, 40% of the VPD recruits are female and 25% of the class as a whole are female. So the 30 by 30 initiative seems to be alive and well here at this academy.
It seems to be, yes. This is in our first class, we didn't have as many females, so definitely more this time.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, what are some of the advantages with having a local academy regarding instructors?
It's phenomenal. We have 50 or so instructors from the local agencies, the regional agencies, who've come at one point or another and instructed a class, led them in patrol procedures. We have several VPD officers who come and in the afternoons, and some instruct our classroom and others come in the afternoons and help with the patrol procedures, which is scenario-based training. And they have the ability, or we have the ability, to put more expertise in front of our recruits so that it's not just Sergeant Bill Sofianos and I trying to teach everything to these recruits. So
that's fantastic. That depth of knowledge really pays off.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for sharing information about this local police academy and the training that these future police officers are receiving right here in Vancouver. If you are interested in a career in law enforcement with the Vancouver Police Department, please visit joinvpdwa.com. With warmer, drier weather, the number of motorcycles on the road increases, and that calls for increased safety awareness for both drivers and for riders. During the month of July, the Vancouver Police Department, along with our other Target Zero law enforcement partners, are conducting increased motorcycle safety enforcements. As drivers, it's important to check mirrors and look twice to make sure before you change lanes there isn't a motorcycle that could be in your blind spot. Motorcycles have less visibility than cars, and motorcyclists are 22 times more likely than passenger vehicle occupants to die in a motor vehicle crash, and 4 times more likely to be injured. As drivers of passenger vehicles, be sure to always focus on driving, avoid distraction, use your turn signals, look before you change lanes in case there's a motorcycle in a blind spot, and give motorcyclists plenty of room. Washington state law prohibits lane splitting, which is when a motorcycle maneuvers between 2 lanes, typically to pass through slower or stopped traffic. Being a responsible motorcycle rider includes obeying traffic lights, signs, speed limits, and lane markings, riding with the flow of traffic, and leaving plenty of room between your bike and other vehicles, checking behind you and signaling before you change lanes. Remember to ride defensively. Many motorcycle crashes are caused when drivers don't see the motorcyclist. And whether you're driving a car or riding a motorcycle, never drive or ride impaired. Throughout the month, we'll continue featuring information and tips to improve safety for the motorcyclists enjoying our beautiful Pacific Northwest summer weather. Thank you for watching the Vancouver Police Department July video update. We'll see you next month. In the meantime, to keep up on what VPD is doing, be sure to follow us on X, Instagram, Facebook, and Nextdoor.